So Ovilee, tell me how you're feeling.
I just feel scared and confused because we should have had the game. I don't understand where it all went wrong. It happened so fast.
So you feel helpless and alone.
I'm all of those things, and that sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible, yes.
I just keep thinking back to all of the fights and the Baron, and it keeps happening over and over.
And over. And over.
Yeah.
You can't get it out of your head, can you?
I can't.
Yeah.
What's gonna fix me?
Well, Ovilee, I'm glad you asked. We have the latest and greatest technology. The Alienware M15 with Intel Core i9 processor. It is one badass machine.
What is it gonna do?
Take a look at this. What do you see here?
America and NA greater than all.
And how about this one?
Friendship is magic, My Little Pony.
And this?
Free wins and zero chances at international success.
And this one? The fuck's wrong with you?
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Liquid Update powered by Alienware. We just finished day 3 of groups, and I don't know whether to be happy or incredibly disappointed. Because on one hand, we were going against AHQ and we did beat them, but it should have been way easier than what actually happened today. This game against AHQ was supposed to be relatively simple and straightforward, and at first I was like, oh my gosh!
The slow comes down, Ziv gets under the turret, beautifully done!
We're picking up all these kills!
JJ's even here, there's the flash forward, and the last auto for the kill!
Xmithie's getting ganks!
There's the quickness, CoreJJ, and that is a very dead Nautilus.
We're gonna win this pretty easily!
Special delivery, and Doublelift gets another! 7-3, TL are destroying!
And then all of a sudden, Rumble and Kiana were a thing.
Now Rainbow gets in, Xmithie gonna get taken down, the beautiful bait, now the flash forward. Another equalizer comes in and Doublelift is completely out of position. There's another dredge line, max range as the equalizer is gigantic.
I don't know what Team Liquid was doing or what was going on in the mid to late game, but we almost didn't come out of that alive, team.
Should be Baron.
He's got to be very, very careful. Xmithie here looking for the steal potentially.
Yep, teleport is going to go.
Oh!
The steal for Xmithie, he may have saved it, but Team Liquid.
Xmithie though with the freaking Baron steal coming in, super hot with that, and Impact, of course, pulling off the 1v3.
And Impact once again trying to be the hero, but he can't do it. A double kill for Alex, as if
Or can he?
can. Team Liquid are done on Summoner's Rift for this game. The Nexus will be taken down.
Very well executed.
Really nicely done.
So yes, that was a very stressful game. And what better way to talk about such a stressful game than by bringing in Jared Tendler, Team Liquid's mental game coach. And I just want to start by saying how cool of a title that is. It's mental game coach.
Perfect.
So tell me a little bit about what you actually do in this aspect.
So lots of things. I make sure that the team is in good mental shape, help them get prepared, oftentimes helping the coaches understand what the players are going through, sometimes being a spot for the players to come talk to me about things that they wouldn't talk about with anybody else. What I do is not going to determine the outcomes of these games if their strategy and their tactics are off, right? But I can be the difference maker in tight games like this where every little bit matters.
I'm gonna be completely honest. All I heard in that entire segment that you just said is that you probably have the most dirt on the players.
Correct.
I am so excited for this interview. I want all the dirt on everyone. No. Okay, so then for a game like this, because I believe you get to sit and listen to all the comms and stuff.
Oh yeah.
What's going on through the player's head, especially in moments where it looks like they're behind, because there were a lot of moments like that in this game and it looked at points that all was lost. So what were they doing and were they using your training?
I would say that the players were in much better shape than all of us and all the fans were.
Yeah.
I think the players were actually in really good, I mean, I don't think that at any point did they lose faith that this game was over. There was a lot of positivity. They were reminding themselves they were still in it. Yeah, there were some moments where it looked bad. But you know, you had everybody in there saying, all right, we're still good, it's all good. And so they never lost faith, which was really good.
So for the fans who are potentially about to break down in tears, what do you recommend for them? Just asking for a friend.
lots of alcohol.
Okay. Okay. All right. Doctor prescribed soju. We're going out.
It's actually the only thing I can prescribe because I'm not a real doctor. So but I would say, okay, so there are some deep breathing techniques. I could teach everybody to breathe. If you're holding your breath, you're gonna be more anxious. But there's also something called diaphragmatic breathing.
Okay.
Where if you're breathing in the lower parts of your stomach, you actually can relax a lot faster.
So if I'm hyperventilating in a
Yes.
corner, I'm doing the exact opposite of what I should be doing.
You're actually training your brain to freak out.
Oh God.
Yeah. Take a deep breath in through your chest. It's like the triggering the stress reaction. But if you take a deep breath in through your nose, down the back of your throat, and fill up your stomach, it does the exact opposite. So you can get a little bit of zen just by breathing a little bit easier.
This is the most educational episode of the Liquid Update yet. Screw having Medic on the show, we got Jared. But okay, so then in your opinion, what do you think is the most important trait or thing to remember or for the player to focus on when trying to come into a game and remain tilt-proof?
So the thing with players is that like it's never done last minute. Right? The reason that these guys are in such good shape is because they're all veterans and because we've had, in some cases for me, like 2 full years of working with these guys. And the reality is like, if you can identify all of the individual reasons why you would get tilted in game or why you might get panicked and just line item, just like work through them over time, then like that automatically makes you more tilt proof. It's not like some people think of being tilt proof is just like not caring, like the art of not giving a fuck, right?
Yeah.
That's not that's like a trick of the mind that will work at times, but then you have to keep coming up with new and like better tricks. So if instead you identify like the real reason why you're getting tilted and fix it, and then train that correction, then you actually can train yourself to sustain under extreme pressure without those things coming out.
So then what's the toughest thing that you've had to help train a player to do?
Honestly, I think the biggest thing for this team has been more like out of game. Like
Real.
being focused in scrims, like being focused in NA when we're stomping the competition and like we can half-ass it and still go to MSI and still go to Worlds. Like we don't have to try hard, but like the biggest thing is like having a really tight operation, like tight organization, showing up every day like with good energy, prepared. And look, it was tough early in the summer split because we'd come back from MSI, like guys were tired. And frankly, I did have to have a remote call where it was a little bit of, like wake up call. Like, smacking, like getting upset. Like guys, like you were fucking up your chance at Worlds. Like wake up.
Yeah, you know what? I'm right there with you. I am completely on your side because I do remember when the entire team came back. It was during the spring and stuff, even after Worlds, and everyone's like, okay, well, everything's expected. Like, we're expected to win first place spring and summer. We're expected to do well here. We're expected to go to Worlds, and I just want to slap them and say, you haven't earned jack shit yet.
Totally.
But you've probably did it in more productive.
No.
Wait, no?
Basically
Okay,
the exact same way.
sweet.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're trained well.
Yeah, do you need an assistant?
I would love one.
That'd be perfect. So then when the players go into the match, they can't continue to rely on you. Do you have any players who have maybe become like your star student and can maybe spread the advice that you give to them?
Yeah, I mean, I think, obviously Core, Impact, Peter.
Real?
I'd say, yeah.
Real?
Yeah.
Cool.
Peter was feeling it today. I mean, I think he was on a pick that he was getting fed and he was feeling good, so positivity was flowing.
So it sounds like the comms are pretty steady throughout, but if there ever is like a time where maybe something really bad happens, maybe they get an ace and it's not an immediate like, okay, let's try to reset. Is there anyone who takes it upon themselves to be that calming, I guess, just leader and be like, all right, guys, let's try to do this?
No, I think it's a mark of a good team that it's kind of whoever's feeling it, and today it was multiple guys.
And I do want to pick your brain about one certain situation that happened today, which was the pick and ban mishap. And actually, to explain the pick and ban mishap, we actually have a interview with Dodo, powered by Alienware. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I am here with Coach Dodo after that game against AHQ. And I'm gonna be honest, I almost started crying halfway through because I'm like, what's going on? What's happening? So what was it like for you?
Yeah, me too. My lifespan just shortened by a little bit just watching that game. It was hard.
But Jake, though?
Jake, though.
The one question that I did want to ask you, because this was a point of confusion in picks and bans, where it looked like Core wasn't able to ban out that final champion, and then we saw Artress, the manager, tweet out something saying like there was an issue. So what happened?
So we wanted to ban Rumble, which was the
Okay.
pick that HQ just played, and
it was annoying.
and it almost beat us.
Yeah.
But Core was trying to find a champion, but his client was in Korean, and then he can't type Korean in the stage computers, so he couldn't find. He was like scrolling down and he couldn't find the champion, and then we were asking the ref. So ref, like, what do we do? And then like the timer was still like going down, and then we had to kind of force our like last pick, and then we were like kind of just picking. We were just really confused at the time. So
Yeah.
ultimately, it is our fault because they checklist every player after if they're ready or not.
Got it.
So I mean, we already talked to Kane. We already talked to the players about just being more like concentrated, more on like doing big fan phase. So today sucked kinda, but we're pretty confident.
All right, well, thank you, Dodo, and back to everyone in the studio. Thank you, Dodo, for your words of wisdom. But yeah, so basically, like we heard from Dodo saying that it did seem like it was on the team for missing that mistake, but when you are seconds away from entering into a game, what's going through Core's head at that moment?
Oh fuck.
Probably,
I mean,
right?
the thing is, like, that's what's great about Core. Like, he's really kind of unflappable, and I think he actually, like, he responds to tough situations. Like when you get in his face and like challenge him, like that's when he's at his best. That fuck up challenged him, and he stepped up.
I mean, he say challenged him, but the ban let Rumble through, so he was really challenging Impact
Fair
with
enough.
that in the top lane. So then that's really good to hear then, because a lot of the usual speculation from either the casters or people watching at home is, oh gosh, oh wow, they're tilted, or oh, maybe they're being cocky. Maybe they like purposely didn't ban out a champion, even though we could see the ref talking with Kane going like this, what's going on?
Yeah, not planned, not planned. Help us, please.
But okay, so I also hear that you are really good at giving motivational speeches.
Yes!
Oh, okay, I'm excited now. Do you have a mini motivational speech for fans that you could just pull off the cuff? I'll give you an example of my motivational speeches. We're Team Liquid. We're going in there. We're gonna bust some noobs. You. That's not as graceful.
Grace is overrated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
Grace is overrated.
Got it.
TL fans, you have a team that you can believe in. Do not doubt them. Every other team will fear them. We will be playing next week in Madrid. Do not worry. They are in good hands. They are masters of what they do. Rest easy, TL fans. Rest easy.
I'm resting so easy. I can't follow up with any of that. I need to start taking lessons from you. Do you have like literature that I could read?
I do actually. It's called The Mental Game of Poker.
Wait, you do actually?
Yeah, 1 and 2. There's two volumes. The first one's more for anger issues. I think you'd be primed for the second book.
Well, I mean,
Getting in the zone.
maybe the first book too. But Jared, thank you so much for taking the time to come in and motivate TL fans and educate us on how hype and hyperventilating works. For everyone else, get ready to watch Team Liquid take on the entirety of Group D on Sunday, starting at, oh gosh, is it 6 a.m.? It's 6 a.m. October 20th. This was the Liquid Update powered by Alienware. See you guys next time. Thank you, 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 thank you.
What?